This video is for anyone wishing to knit the chain loop stitch. In my pattern, I refer to it as the 8 chain loop stitch, 10 chain loop stitch, or 12 chain loop stitch, depending on the number of chains used to make the loop. Knitting the stitch itself is very simple, but it does have a number of steps involved. Start by simply knitting the next stitch as normal, but don't drop it from your left hand needle. Make sure that the stitch does remain on the left needle. Then create a yarn over, and using your left needle tip, take the stitch knit before it, over the yarn over and off the back of the needle. That creates 1 chain. You need to do that 7 more times to make an 8 chain loop. So yarn over and take it off the needle. That's 2 times. Yarn over, take the previous stitch off the needle. 3 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times total. And you'll see it actually creates a little chain of stitches, quite like a crochet chain. The next step of the stitch is to knit the initial stitch again, this time letting it come off the left needle as normal. You've now created 2 stitches from your original stitch. To resolve this back to your original stitch count, take your left needle tip, insert it through the front of both those newly created stitches, and then knit them together as if you were making a slip-slip knit. That leaves you a little loop of chain stitches that sit proudly from your fabric, make a nice sturdy but soft fabric that's very flexible and less likely for little children's fingers to get stuck in. And that's how you create the chain loop stitch.